11 car repair secrets that can save you thousands of dollars a year. Car owners know it. Owning a car is an expense. Let's not even talk about the price of gas. How much do you spend on repairs and maintenance? Many don't realize it, but it's possible to save thousands of dollars with very simple practices. Don't want your entire budget to go to the shop every visit? Don't worry. Welcome to a new video on the channel. Today, you'll learn 11 secrets to save money on car repairs. Ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Don't stick to just one option. No matter what purchase you're making or service you're hiring, shopping around can be very helpful. Buying cars isn't the same as buying a phone. There are many variables, like the services included for a repair or the experience of the labor. What should you do? First, find out which shops are near your home. Tools like Google Maps can help with that. Then, start calling. You should ask for detailed written estimates and compare them. Now, should you always choose the cheapest option? Not necessarily. What you should evaluate is which shop offers the best service and the best parts for the lowest cost. This is also crucial for saving money. Maybe not in the short term, but definitely in the long run. When are you losing money? When you spend more at a shop that offers fewer services or low-quality parts. That's what you should avoid. Number 2. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. One of the enemies of productivity is procrastination. That moment when you have things to do and prefer to postpone them because you're going to watch a movie. It happens to all of us. When it comes to your car, the situation is a bit more complex. You might think that minor damage can wait a little longer. However, putting it off will only make the damage worse. All the parts of your car have a lifespan, and when it ends, problems begin. You might think you're saving money by avoiding a repair. However, a small problem can affect other parts of the car, and the damage becomes greater. Nowadays, it's much easier. Some brands include maintenance guides in their owner's manuals. If you make repairs at the right time, you'll truly save money on your car. Number 3. You can buy the parts too. We estimate that 99.9% of car owners don't like going out to buy parts for their cars. We didn't make up that percentage, but it could be true. Why waste time on that? After all, the mechanic includes this service as part of their job. Well, it turns out that many mechanics opt to include a small commission for each part they buy. You can see it as their payment for going to buy that part. Also, for your peace of mind and your wallet's health, it's better to know exactly what parts your car has. If something goes wrong, at least you'll know it's not because the parts were inappropriate. In any case, it's best to know exactly how much the parts cost. That way, you'll be sure you're not being scammed. In an era where you can research the price of the same part in hundreds of online stores, you have no excuses not to do it. Number 4. Dealerships versus independents. It's an eternal struggle. Many people have trouble choosing the best shop. The usual thing is to take your car to a dealership shop. After all, they're supposed to be the brand specialists and will use original parts. However, it's a fact that you can find better prices with independent mechanics. Not just because of the warranty. Dealerships have earned a reputation for being quite insistent on additional repairs and maintenance. Many of these aren't usually necessary and will only bring you more expenses. What should you do? If you're going to take your vehicle to the dealership, it should be for warranty repairs. The only exception would be if your car has such a complex problem that no independent mechanic is qualified to handle it. In any other case, if you're going to pay for the repairs, it would be a good idea to go to an independent mechanic. Number 5. A second opinion. Please, did you think only doctors get asked for a second opinion? It also happens with mechanics. You can think of your car as a patient with an ailment you want to resolve. In the end, mechanics must diagnose this problem and treat it, just like a doctor. Now, is that problem 100% confirmed? It's hard to know. Some repairs are quite evident. However, there are also some that raise doubts, and you can get different diagnoses from 2 mechanics. You'll only know the truth once the repair is finished. However, by then it will be too late, and you'll have spent money. In summary, consulting with several mechanics should also help you get a second opinion. Is it really necessary to make a repair? How much should it really cost? If you want to save on your car, it's best to start talking to those who know the subject. Number 6. Pay attention to tire pressure. How often do you check your tire pressure? This is a small detail that can save you a lot of money. Whether it's due to a puncture, valve damage, or rim damage, tires can lose air. The problem is that driving with low-pressure tires causes greater wear. This, Not to mention that you're more likely to suffer a puncture on the road. Not only that, but the car will be forced to use more fuel to run, so this means more expenses besides repairs. Ideally, tires should have a pressure of between 32 and 40 pounds per square inch, or around 2.5 bars. If you don't have a pressure gauge, you can simply go to a shop and request this service. They usually don't charge for it. The best thing you can do is check the tires whenever you can. Air leaks are easy to detect visually. Number 7. Aggressive driving versus proper driving. Are you one of those who lives a racing movie every time you get in your car? It's very common. Sometimes you want to get to your destination faster or just feel the adrenaline. However, the one who pays the consequences is your car. Those sudden accelerations and braking. That way of weaving in and out of traffic. You're not doing your vehicle any favors, as repairs will be more frequent. The gearbox and engine can be the main affected parts, not to mention the brake discs and pads, which are exposed to overheating and greater wear with each brake. After all, the higher the speed, the greater the effort for your vehicle to stop. The crankshaft and differential are other parts that suffer a lot from rough handling, all because you want to get to your destination quickly. If that's the case, it's better to leave home earlier. Number 8. Don't ignore the dashboard lights. If they place them right in front of the driver's seat, it's for a reason. The dashboard lights help you know if something is wrong, although some prefer to ignore them. It's as simple as checking the owner's manual. There you'll find all the information about what each light means. For example, the light of a battery with a plus and minus sign indicates that the battery has low voltage. Maybe it's not dead, but there's a problem with the wiring system. There's also the light of a thermometer in water. This indicates that the car's temperature is very high, maybe due to a lack of coolant. In those cases, it's best to stop to avoid major damage. Then comes the dreaded check engine light. It can mean many things, but in summary, it implies that the computer has detected a fault in the engine. Of course, there are cases where this light comes on because the gas cap is not properly closed. Either way, it's better to take your car to the mechanic as soon as possible. Number 9, be aware of discounts. Since we're looking for any opportunity to save on repairs, it would be a good idea to know the discounts at your chosen stores and shops. These businesses seek to retain their customers through loyalty programs, a way to recognize those who trust their services. Loyalty programs usually include discounts and promotions throughout the year. That's why they're a very interesting option for saving on repairs. Of course, many times we prefer to trust blindly in insurance. However, if you have a trusted store, you can get more benefits. Plus, this means you'll have a better chance of having a good relationship with your shop. Number 10. Self-service. Have you ever considered doing a repair yourself? This doesn't mean trying something as complex as engine engineering. There are many things you can do yourself that will save you a lot of money. For example, how much do they charge you for an oil change? $50, $70. Money you could save by doing it yourself, with a jack, some wrenches, and an oil pan. You also don't need to go to the shop to fill the tires with air. At any service station, you can do it yourself and measure with a pressure gauge. You can also fill fluids yourself. For example, coolant, brake fluid, and transmission fluid. You have the possibility to check them and see if you need to add more. Obviously, you need some tools to do repairs yourself. However, once you buy them, you'll save a lot of money and time. Number 11. Read the manual, thinking that all the information we need about our car is in the manual, and sometimes we don't pay attention to it. Lifespan of parts, maintenance cycles, how to do simple repairs yourself. You can save money just by reading your vehicle's manual. You'll know what type of oil to use, what the ideal tire pressure is. Nowadays, these guides have vital information for situations like when you get stranded on a road. The interesting thing is that manuals help you prevent damage and plan your expenses. Create a budget based on the useful life of each part. That's the key to saving. Maybe you don't want to read it all, though you should. However, the maintenance guide should not be skipped under any circumstances. Closure. Did you already know any of these secrets? Which one do you think will help you save the most money? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. Remember to support us with a like and subscribing, as it helps us keep uploading content. We'll say goodbye for now and see you in the next videos. See you soon.